Theoretically, I could run around and not go back to the Courageous, right? Or strengthen his power lies within it. It's leave. Offer them to you and your friends. Trend lightly. Okay, I'm assuming it's just gonna automatically go. Upon returning to the Courageous, they hurriedly carried the Zamarin ore they had to where George was waiting. Oh, we had way more than that. We had way more than that. Come on, who pocketed some of it? Milliam. Give it back. That'd be cooler than the air. You brought back a real treat this time. We couldn't believe our eyes when we first saw it. So, what do you think? Think you'll be able to make a new weapon for Valmar? It's hard to say, honestly. It seems really difficult to work with, and then there's the matter of getting enough of it to make something with. Feared as much. I find it hard to imagine this will be enough to make a Tai Chi larger than enough for Valmar to use in combat. I doubt this will be enough for Professor Smith to start helping out either. All we can do is gather a lot more. There are 3 other spirit shrines in Eastern Erebonia. Just get there, get through the other trials, and you should have enough. You make it sound so easy. It is. Feel free to volunteer if you have any bright ideas. Like Elliot said, we'll just have to do what we can and gather a lot more. Yeah, this will be a piece of cake. Still, what we've got now is enough for me to get a feel of how to work with it. And to do that, I'll need to set up a proper workshop on the ship. And by all means, do so in this area here. My brother would have no objections. Thank you, Your Highness. Yes, thank you. I'll get right to work. If you get a chance, would you mind helping me out, Reen? You'll be the one who has to carry whatever we end up making into combat, so it'd help to have you here. I'd be happy to. Using Talib George makes a weapon will cause the main story to advance. As a result, all unfinished quests will disappear. So... okay? So what does that mean, though? Okay, go find me in terrain orb, but no, that's next. This works magic, certain friends can wait until you get that depth. Are you kidding me? You're gonna say I can't, you do it? Hang on a second. Just hold on one second here.
All speed ahead.
So you're saying it's supposed to be helping George? Dang it! I didn't agree with this. It feels wrong to do this. But there's like nothing else I can really do. I think I've done everything, right? So yeah. Want to turn this into a workshop for creating Valmar's Tai Chi. If you got a chance, I'd really appreciate it if you could help me out. You know, there's other people who could help you make the workshop. I thought you just needed my help for like making the Tai Chi. Because workshop will cause strange story to advance, the result of finished quests to disappear, which I've completed all quests, I believe, so yeah. Thanks. Well then, do you think you could bring me my tools from over the Orbital Factory? Can do, George. Lazy bum. You could have brought those over when you were not, you know, coming over here. Modeling ship hold with the workshop process, you know, it was us, and you know, other people could have helped. Just saying. That sword's a way bigger than it is when Valamar's holding it. Like, wow. Ew. That should work for now. Okay, let's see if we can process this Sumerian ore. Ready? By reinforcing Valamar's existing blade, right? Got a way of prepping for the real thing. Excuse me. That's the idea, yeah. Just wanted to get a feel for what it's like to work with and to get even way stronger sword in the meantime. Let's get to work. Together they worked on reinforcing Valmar's existing blade, despite the tasks being simple compared to making the entire new weapon. George, I mean, eventually. It only took a day. Wow. Is it darker? Or is that the same color? Like, is that a different shade? I know the blade itself is different shade, but why did you change the color of the rest of it? Well, Barmel, your new blade is quite impressive. Came out pretty well. Although the base blade is still the same as the Soldot's. Unlike the Soldot's blade, however, I can feel mana radiating from it. I expect it'll be able to hold a significantly keener edge than before. It's not much of an edge to begin with. I'm amazed you managed to process that stuff. I think a crystal like that must have been a real pain to work with, huh, George? Well, if anyone could, it's you. Well, I've been able to do much with it if you're not for you guys' help. That we got this far is a real testament to our combined efforts. Not sure our contribution can even compare to what you've done, and I'm grateful for it. Sure, the battles ahead were going to be a lot more smoother thanks to this. We're lucky to have you on our side, George. All we gotta do is make it into the real fight and see how it feels. Right? We should give Val more if you give it a couple good swings.
Oh, you're all still here.
Of course we are. George kept us here. Against our will. You know there's an intercom, right?
Toa?
You know that, right? Toa? Please tell me you know that.
What's wrong? It's not like you to be so flustered. It's terrible. We got an emergency report in from the Twin Dragons Bridge. It's Celdic. Celdic?
What happened to Celdic?
It blew up.
It was set on fire.
Oh wow, I wasn't that far off. Sorry for saying that. Oh.
By the Kreuzon Provincial Army.
What?
Why? Like, why? Por qué? I set a course for Celtic and hurried there as fast as their legs could carry them. We're on a we walked there? We're on a giant airship. Once they arrived, a number of them disembarked to assess the situation, Sergeant Sarah and Eustace included. Okay, so I have to have you two on the team. I mean, like this, right? Yeah. Same day, Celtic. How did those other buildings not get even singed? Like the Weathercock Inn is like super like anti-flame fire retardant. Like what the heck? The building next to it is completely burned down. And what were you doing, you Imperial Army dudes? How in the world did you let this happen? This is awful. How'd that lamppost hit like that? That doesn't make any sense. How could they? How could they do this in such a lively town? Grand Market seems to have taken the brunt of it, too. I can't believe this. Let's have a look around. Should pay a visit to both the market manager and the 4th Armored Division, too. Okay, fine, I'll let you stay on the team for a little bit. Are you over there? Get over here. Yeah, who do we have linked up right now? Honestly, no. We'll do that. Okay, we'll just go around and talk to people. Oh, hi, kitty. Wow, your voice has grown up. Just your voice, though. He's probably dead. Sorry about that. Jeez, what the heck? Look at all... How many people are in here? Oh. Are we supposed to know this person? Not Louise. Sure, we apparently know this person. Yeah, no, not Louise. Oh no. Big. Excuse me, but how's she been holding up? Has she been given medical treatment? Father Zabriel already tended to her, but apparently the blow to her head was so strong. Can't be sure if she'll make it. Louise, please open your eyes, I'm begging you. You seem like good friends from what I've seen. Yeah, we got to know each other from my visits to the Weathercock whenever I was in town for work. But I'm not going to be able to do anything for her staying here. Let's go. We need to see how things are elsewhere. Right. Well, rip. Is there anyone I need to talk to? Hang on. Surveil the key events in Celdic. Okay, yeah, so that's all we gotta do.
I hope Louise will be okay.
They seem to have enough medicine at least, but...
I mean, you could have a hemorrhage, internal bleeding, subdermal. You can't really do a lot with that with, I guess, the medical technology here. And that is, you know, the pressure increase in the brain from the bleeding and all that stuff could, you know, kill someone. Especially with a severe blow to the head. Even very severe concussions can have very problematic after effects. Especially if it's like the, was it? I can't remember what it's called, but you have 2 concussions. When you have another concussion, when it's like too soon after your first concussion, where the brain hasn't completely healed yet, second intact syndrome, that can cause just death. Like, even if it doesn't seem that like much, if you get that concussion again without having healed, that it could just someone that could just die, even if it's like a light hit in the head. It causes like an acceleration of, I think, internal swelling or bleeding or something in the head. I can't remember exactly, but nobody really knows how it happens or like what exactly is going on to make it occur. But all we know is that the second impact syndrome is very, very dangerous. So that's why concussions are like, you need to make sure you do those tests and make sure they don't have a concussion if you're going to put them back into play. little AT knowledge for you. Huge machines that came to Short Hill. They're scared. Same thing. Okay. Look at that bench. Jaegers took out. Wait. Jaegers took advantage of the chaos and fired most of the town's fast. Okay. Okay. So a bunch of Jaegers. You know what? What are the Jaegers? What's wrong with them? Guess we'll go here first. Does it matter who we talk to? No, I don't think it does. Please don't tell me. No. Hi, Otto. Okay, so we actually know this guy. He's been around for since the beginning, first game, really. Actually, all of them have. You know, I just don't remember the other person. Because Otto has actually been involved with us. Please come back to me. No way. You're all from Thor's, correct? He fell victim to one of the Soldot's attacks while evacuating the townsfolk, I'm afraid. I did everything in my power to save him, and yet... I see. Rip Otto. You'll be missed. I never even got the chance to repay him for helping us while we were here. How could this have happened? The market manager's always done everything he could to protect this town. But he wouldn't give his life for us. No one loved this town more than Otto. This just goes to prove that. Why did things end up like this? What are we even supposed to do? I can make noises too, guys. That was mine. Does it live up to it? No? Okay, I'll be quiet. I see you all gathered. Lieutenant General Crick. Major Nyhart. I see the RMP is here as well. Thank you for coming, everyone. I presume you all are contacted. Or... you were all contacted. That's right, we came as soon as we heard. Is this the work of who I think it was? It is as you suspect. This was done by none other than the Persian Provincial Army's Soldats. That's absurd. For what? For what reason? This can't be real. I mean, we could say that a few more times, it won't actually change what happened, though. Just saying. Unfortunately, it's very real. Apparently, they broke through the lines in our line of defense at the Twin Dragon Bridge. According to the reports, there were a number of Jaegers in the ranks too. Duke Alpere has been hiring the northern Jaegers throughout this war. They were behind the attacks in Ymir too. That explains things. Raising towns like this is one of their specialties. And if they had soldats supporting them too, this couldn't have ended any other way. We arrived on the scene as fast as we could, and managed to fight them off while evacuating the townsfolk, but they had already retreated towards Braveheart and formed a defensive line by the time the 4th Armored Division arrived. The townfolks readily accepted us after the Provincial Army was forced to retreat from Twin's Dragon Bridge. It's clear that was intended to punish them for that as an example to others. Even then, though, that's just no excuse for this. This reminds me of what Rufus and Vita said, actually.
I beg to differ. The presence of Soldot's units on a battlefield makes a tremendous difference.
I don't see how the soldats are the issue here. It's more setting fire to the town that's the issue, so sure.
What they may lack in firepower and armor compared to tanks, they make up for in mobility and versatility.
How does that?
But more important than even those factors is the psychological impact they have on our opponents.
I don't feel like that's been the case.
We're only human. As such, we are as captivated as we are terrified of giant beings bearing human form.
Rufus said that? Oh, Vita. The fear this attack has instilled in the townsfolk seems to be a testament of those words. I don't think the Soldats had anything to do with, having your town raised. I feel like that's enough. The Soldats are just there, honestly. Thanks to the Soldats, it's safe to say they succeeded in their aim. Even we, the RMP, felt somewhat powerless before them, especially since we couldn't prevent that fatality. I think the one fatality would be the market manager of all people. There's only one fatality, that's actually very lucky. Considering everything, that's almost like amazing. Regardless, we plan to strengthen our defenses here while preparing for our countermeasures against Brehard. I advise that you keep your distance from Celdic for a while. No, engrave this horror into your sight. Do engrave this horror into your sight. Your minds. However, this is no mere minor conflict. It's an all-out war. Never forget that. Okay. What the heck happened here? I guess a bomb, maybe? Some of this stuff, I don't know where it came from. Okay, that came from up there. Was a sign? I could. The big robots came into town. Okay. Uses? I think your dad's gonna die. I'm just saying. Let's head out. Green. Where's my family? They're all safe, right? Becky, you go. I told you to wait on board, didn't we? Sorry, but she insisted. You expect me to sit here while no one we're gonna be? I feel safe, right? What about the market manager? Your family's all right. We saw them at the church. Can't say the same thing for the market manager, though. No, you have a laugh, huh? Wait. I got it, Reen. I'll make sure she returns to Courageous. Thanks. I'll make our way back first, then. We have a lot to discuss regarding where to proceed from here. Indeed. After leaving Celdic in the Imperial Army's hands, they went all the way back to the Courageous. For us, processing both Odo's death and the state of Celdic proved to be difficult, but they had to face it. It was only after Becky and Hugo returned that they had decided to take off. By the way, do we not need fuel for this thing? Does it just run on hopes and dreams? Probably.
Still, this war seems to resemble the War of the Lions more by the minute. History tells us towns were set ablaze all across the country back then as well.
Really?
That is said to have been the case, yes.
I mean, that's normally the case with these medieval wars.
Although the situation back then is very different compared to now.
True enough. This war's been relatively bloodless in comparison, so something like this happening is a big deal.
Still, in the long term, this is bound to hurt the Alliance's cause more than it will help. That's why I'm finding it so hard to picture that Rufus would give the go-ahead to do it.
I think it's safe to say it was just Duke Alborea doing his own thing. He really seems to hate how Duke Cayenne's higher in practice than him in the Alliance.
I'm sorry, but this is where we part ways.
He needs to commit patricide, apparently.
Captain, please let me disembark somewhere nearby.
What? You can't be serious.
He's gonna say the same exact thing he did when we first recruited him. Watch.
You're not thinking of trying to settle things with your father alone, are you?
I can't believe you would even entertain the thought. You need to take a deep breath and calm down before you do something you'll regret, Eustace. How dare you? Don't act like you know the first thing about what I'm feeling right now. As a member of the Alborea family, I have a duty to stop my father. You have no right.
We have every right to interfere, Eustace.
Yep.
This is clearly too much for one person to handle alone.
And you know, you're not very strong.
Machias is right. You need to calm down and we need to think this over together.
Yeah, this isn't like you at all.
As your classmates and friends, it's not hard to imagine how terrible you must be feeling right now. But that's exactly why we want to help you, and I believe we can.
We should discuss how to approach this matter together.
That's a Class 7 I know.
Still, this isn't a matter to be taken lightly. Your actions could have a profound effect on the war from here on out. If you're going to get yourselves involved, you're going to need to be prepared for the potential consequences. But I'm sure you guys know the deal at this point.
We fully understand what you're saying. So far, we've tried to keep our interference with the war itself to a minimum. However, what just happened in Celdic was an act of terrorism against innocent civilians.
Yep.
We can't turn a blind eye to that.
Yep.
You're right.
We're all agreed there.
Did it get louder, by the way? Or am I just imagining that?
The market manager did a lot for us, both during our field study and when we were lying low there after the war broke out.
I'm of the same opinion. He may be head of one of the 4 great houses, but the Imperial family can still make him answer for his crimes. So please, use my position and this ship however necessary to bring him to justice.
Thank you, Your Highness.
All right, I think it's time we come up with a solid plan. We can't allow Duke Alborea to do anything so inhuman ever again.
Murder.
Thank you.
Murder.
Huh? Is there a call coming through?
Yeah, that is ringing. Yeah, that's what that would be.
Where's it coming from?
You did what?
Bear with me a moment.
Why do you have to ask where a call is? What?
This can't be right. It's coming from an airship owned by the Noble Alliance.
By the way, I think this is the first time we've heard Lindy speak.
How can that be?
I guess that's her voice.
They must have sneaked into range. What should we do, Toa? I think I can shake them off if I try.
No, put the call up on the screen.
Convenient that they're calling, you know, when everybody else is here.
It's a pleasure to see you all again, especially you, my dear brother. And Princess Alphen is with you too. Truly, it's an honor, Your Highness.
Rufus?
Goodness.
Why are you calling us?
I apologize for calling so abruptly. Rest assured, I have no intention of attacking or otherwise harming you. I'm calling because there is information of which I'd like to make you aware. Due to the rather sensitive nature of my message, this feed is a private communique from my personal airship.
What could you possibly have to tell us?
Probably saying, go ahead and take out his dad or something. Seems like something Rufus would say.
Does this concern Celdic by any chance?
It does indeed. I imagine all of you have seen what befell the town yourselves. The attack on Celdic was instigated by Duke Albarea alone. We of the Noble Alliance do not in any way condone it. If you plan to confront the Duke about his actions, you need fear no interference from us.
So the Noble Alliances now, after this, will have lost half their nobles?
Huh? Oh, I get it. You want us to take him out, don't you?
Surely not.
The bulk of the Kreutzen Provincial Army is already under my control.
I mean, I guess, yeah, they're not losing that much.
The attack was carried out by a small contingent of soldiers who remain loyal to my father. At present, they've walled themselves up in Aurochs Fort along with him. With the aid of the Imperial Army, you ought to be able to take the fortress without much trouble.
This is insane.
They're not as well trained as the ones who are serving you, so you don't mind losing them, do you? I'm impressed at how cold-heartedly objective you can be, Mr. Chief of Staff.
Bet you'd love it if we ended up killing each other, so you'd have nothing to worry about, huh?
Nothing of the sort, Miss Clausel. Still, there's no denying my father's actions will be a millstone around the neck of the Alliance going forward.
Millstone? You mean milestone? What's a millstone?
But considering the position I hold, I can't very well publicly oppose him. And that's why I figured I might bring up the matter with all of you.
Let's record this conversation and you send it to everybody.
Well, I've said my part. Oh, and Eustace, this is an intensely family-centric affair, as I'm sure you realize. I'm very curious how you'll approach it.
Murder?
Well then, if you'll excuse me, I suppose I'll hope and pray for your success this once, as a sitting member of Thor's board of directors.
I don't think you still are. I feel like after, you know, try to destroy the school and take over, kidnap its people, students, I don't think you can sit on the board of directors after that. I feel like there might be rules against that. Just saying.
There remains a real possibility that this is a trap.
Still, now we know the Alliance wants something done about Duke Albarea as much as we do. This could be the best chance we're ever going to get to stop him from wreaking more havoc.
I can't allow my father to commit any more of these unforgivable crimes. I will go to Aurochs Fort and apprehend Duke Albarea myself. And it would mean the world to me if all of you were to lend me your aid.
Made it all dramatic. Cool.
Do you even need to ask?
Of course we will. We'll be with you every step of the way.
With that, they finally begin to preparations to apprehend Duke Albarea. Duke Albarea's actions against Celdic were violent, the number of bail laws, the fact that his justification in Class 7 to call upon the aid of the 4th Armored Division, the RMP, and formally place him under arrest. In the end, settled upon the following plan. Blow a bump. First, Armored Division would attack. And the RMP would attack. And then we attack. Seems like a good plan, man. Still don't like that cod piece. It's like way overdone. Compensating for something there. What else is going on? Touches of Almar's reinforced sword. Almar's permanent collect. Okay. Next day, the time came to operation begin. There goes a day, jeez. Saturday. Oh, the time's finally come. Everyone ready to go? Of course. Can't just let the uses down. This is our chance to avenge Otto's death, too. I appreciate it. Just try to focus your thoughts on your operation for now. You can worry about other things later. I'll be right there with you. Sounds like everyone's all fired up and ready to go. This will be the first chance to test Valimar's newly fortified weapon, too. How'd it turn out? Great, actually. And like Laura said, today's operation makes it the perfect chance to test it out in battle. Hope so. It'll be a good way to iron out the kinks anyway. The more data I have, the better off we'll be when it comes to making that Tai Chi. As the 4th Armed Division and the Railway Military Police are almost ready to make their moves. Let me know as soon as you're ready. The sooner the better. I'm coming with you. Doesn't sit right for me, or with me, to have you going up against high-ranking Jaegers alone. That's no reason to let your guard down, though. Make sure you have everything you need. No problem. I remember this part increased to 7? Okay, what was the point of giving me the choice before? At least it has everybody I need here. That's good. Advance the main captain. Sure, okay. Okay, there's supposed to be a people I need to talk to. Okay, did that. Computer room, Fidelio. You're not Fidelio. Wait, what do you sell? I don't know why you sell all this weird liquid, but okay. Apparently, you sell that. Training rooms. As a member of House of Araya, I have a duty to stop my father from sullying our name in any more than his foolishness. Only then will the people of Crucian, and the Celdic in particular, be able to truly say that justice has been done. Well, that may be true. You needn't feel as though you have to do it all on your own. Next, never forget that we're all here to help you. Thanks, Your Highness. I cannot say what my brother has in mind, but I know what I want to do, and I fully intend to see it through. And I'll do it with the rest of Class 7 by my side. We'll be with you all the way. Okay. Weapon training. And then in the bridge, Lindy, your Vivi. I'll talk to everybody. Okay. I can just start the operation, I guess. Let's make sure everybody's good. I think we are. I'll be honest. I feel like I should give someone else this. Like, I'm pretty sure I should give you something, but I guess I'll give it to you. Alright, we should be good. We're at 4 hours now. We should be able to finish this up. And yeah. I've always known that we were in the middle of a real war. Until now, I didn't understand what kind of pain and sacrifice that truly entailed. Same here. Part of me is still trying to convince myself that something just couldn't really have happened. But what's done is done. We can't turn back time, but we can and will stop the Duke from doing anything like this ever again. That's right. I'll make sure of that. Just commence operation, right? Good. Let's do it. Let's beat up the Duke dude. You guys ready? Your equipment's in perfect order, right? And Valmar's ready to go? Commence operation move and story. Oh, I should probably check on Valamar really quick. Like, do I need to equip the new thing, or does it already equipped it? We already have the extra attack and everything. Send the picture, okay. I feel like it's been a while since I've upgraded my weapons too. But we should be fine. Forest mentioning achieved. Okay, wait. Okay, yeah, I guess we're good. Wrong way. I think we're good.